Hi there, Rusty Simmers. This is AJ, and you're watching my Let's Play. These are the Switchbacks. The Switchbacks are Texans. They live in a big, beautiful limestone house somewhere in Texas, and let's go ahead and meet them. Apparently, they're both asleep, so I guess my timing for this visit is a little off, but here we go. This is Elly Switchback. Elly Switchback is the wife of John. She is the mother of one and the grandmother of two girls. And Elly is retired, and her retirement goal is to master fitness, to become a level 10 fitness person. So Elly is on her way to practice juggling. That's fine with me. That's actually not going toward her fame. So that's not going toward her goal of mastering fitness. So I'm going to have to go and put Elly on a different task. But in the meantime, I wanted to introduce you to John, who is in his granddaughter's bed. These bunk beds I created by putting one bunk bed on top of the other one and raising it using the 9 key in build mode. If you type in testing cheats space true, you get access to build mode cheats, and one of those cheats is to raise or lower. To raise is 9, to lower is 0. I've raised this second bed to make it look like a bunk bed. It is not functioning, it's not a usable bed, but as you can see by John Switchback sleeping there, the bottom is a usable bed. So you've got what looks like bunk beds. This is the Switchback's granddaughter's room when they visit. And this is John Switchback, who seems to be having a good time doing something on the computer. Now, John is a lifelong athlete. He played professional sports. He's retired from that. You can see a lot of sports themes around the house, but I will show you, if you'll follow along with me, what John's retirement goal is, and that is to become a level 10 bartender. Now, John has a man cave, and it's actually a double man cave, if you can call it such a thing. He's got a bar over here, so he hangs out with his buds, his sports buds over there. And then he has a game room here. And this game room is filled with all kinds of career trophies. Like I said, John Switchback is a former basketball player, a professional basketball player. He's now retired, and so you can see he has some MVP trophies there. He has a couple of signed basketballs there, and he has some other collectibles. And John has a computer in here, so this is primarily his computer hangout, although at the moment he's in his granddaughter's room. But his bar's right here. Get together with his pro ball players, and he is going to master bartending. So right now he's focused on computer. We'll get him into the bar in a minute, but I want to go and get Elly started on something. She's doing something on the computer, but I want to go ahead and get her starting on her fitness journey by playing some basketball. So she's shooting around. Of course, it's ironic that Elly is just now learning basketball when she's married to a former pro ball player, but there you have it. I can't get Elly to come outside, so let me try again. Come on, Elly. Okay, good. She's in her sportswear. Apparently that includes a hat. No judgment here. But Elly's going to start shooting around, working on her basketball. And John is going to... Where is John? Okay, John is on the girl's computer. He's really focused. I don't know what he's doing on there, but I want him to start on some serious basketball. Oh, I've got a glitch there. I'm going to fix that glitch really quickly. I apologize for that. I think it was supposed to be here, and somehow it didn't go where it was supposed to go in the build. And let's go ahead and get John out here to the bar to practice making drinks. John's going to practice making drinks. John's going to get off the computer first. Uh-oh. Okay, for some reason, John didn't come in here. Okay, something's wrong here. I can't get John to come over. So let me figure out if the bar needs to be moved around, or, well, let me see if I can get them to come here. Let's see. Is it the bar or is it the garage? I think it may be the garage. I'm going to put the walls up so I can figure out, go into build mode and try to figure out what the deal is with this door. I don't know. It looks fine by me. Let's see if it's, you know what? It's possible that the bar is blocking the door. So I think here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to extend the bar a little bit. Sorry, Elly. It makes it easier to make that basket. And then I'm going to move the bar away from the door right there. And then that should hopefully fix the problem. Let me check the other room because I thought this had an exit to the outside. It does not have an exit to the outside. So just as a backup in case that doesn't work, I'm going to create another door here to the outside, and that way John and Elly have a couple of ways to get in there. And if you're looking down here, here is the case for John's stuff. Like I said, John is a retired athlete. You can see some basketball shirts here, and all of his trophies are in here. And I built this by creating a room. I built walls. I put in a countertop, and in this one I put in a bookcase with, or a glass case with shelving, and in this case I put in a mixture of a countertop and shelving, and I put things on the shelves. Now, I said I created a room, which I did, and I put in glass windows. You can see me take it away. I put glass windows on all of the walls of that room so that it looks like a built-in showcase area. Looks like a built-in showcase. This room also has an AC unit. It actually doesn't work, but in my attempt to show a little bit of reality, I think it's important to have an AC unit in a garage with one window. And of course, in the real world, you could lift the garage doors, which are right here. Of course, in Sims, you're not able to do that. But for reality's sake, I don't think these Sims would ever lift the garage door, because this is some very valuable equipment, and they would not want their neighbors to know that is what they use the garage for. So for this play, the garage is just for show. I will not fool around with this area too much. I will fool around with the man cave and the bar, because the bar is going to be a part of John Switchback's journey. He's going to be a master bartender, while his wife Elly is going to be a master athlete. And so this is the Switchbacks Texas home. They've got a nice little alleyway here with some stuff to wash the truck and some items stored there, bicycle, and they have an RV there. They travel. They also have a little sports car and an old-fashioned car. Maybe that could be John's car that he fixed up over the years, but this could be his day-to-day vehicle. And then of course the little red car is probably Elly's. Naturally, the cars in the Sims are not usable, but I like to have cars in my plays, and I like to have garages in my builds. Even if I use the inside of the garage for something else, I like to be able to look at the property and say, oh, that's where the garage goes. So that's one thing that I really enjoy when I'm building. I build under the handle Spätzle 97. That's SPAETZLE 97, Spätzle 97. And I built this house I was inspired by a real house in Texas, so that's why I call it a Texas house, because I think it looks exactly like something I've seen in Texas a million times. And yeah, that's it. So, having introduced you to Elly and John, and fixed what I think I fixed the problem with accessing the man cave there, we can go ahead and play. And Elly is, of course, building skills, and we'll try to get Elly to level, oops, that's not Elly, that's John. Try to get Elly to fitness level 2, which she is just seconds from achieving. Oh, there goes. Congratulations, Elly. So Elly has achieved her goal for this episode. John has puttered about, so let's see if we can get John out here into the man cave to practice making drinks. Oh, I think he was eating, but you know, he can eat later. Let's get him on some drinks and try to get him to level 2. I probably should put a door here, and that'll make it easier to get back and forth, but this is a very busy area in the house, so I would have to do a little bit of remod to get that done. So maybe I'll do that in a different episode. But for now, we've got John. Look at John making drinks. That stupid fan in the way. John's making drinks, and he's acquired the mixology skill. Huzzah! And yeah, we're going to watch him get to level 1. It may take a little bit of time because the first lesson is how to get the ice cubes into the glass. And it looks like he's struggling with that. You can do it, John. While John's working on that, Elly should be working on her goal, but she's having some issues. She's uncomfortable. I don't know why she's uncomfortable or where she went. Okay. Oh, she's got to take out the trash because I guess her comfort is due to the old food being left on the table. And now I'm wondering if there's not a trash can in the house, and maybe that's why Elly's uncomfortable. I'm going in through the bedrooms, of course. Let me see. Okay, there's a fire extinguisher, but I don't see the trash yet. Oh, drat. Where can I put this trash? I think I have to put the trash in an odd place because when I built the kitchen, I apparently left the trash out, and I don't want to put it in the middle of the floor, or actually I can actually just put it right here. I don't need to have that fire extinguisher there. I can have that here on the side of the washing machines. Nope, that's the refrigerator. On the side of the refrigerator, I should move that because I think they will have trouble getting to the cabinet, and the cabinet is where the washer is. So this is the cabinet, and I'm going to move this here because these aren't play items. They're just there for decorations. And then of course this you can peg things on. So the fire extinguisher is in the house but not in the place the trash should go. So I'm going to very quickly pop in a trash can. I think a small kitchen one will be fine. Let's see. Okay, and this will help Elly not to have to go outside to take out the trash. So while our John is working on drinks and he's focused, which is where we would like him to be, we are going to, well, I'm hoping that Elly is, by cleaning up, Elly's going to feel a lot more comfortable. So, a tour of the house. This is the Switchback home in Texas, and this is the foyer right here. It's got a little bit of artwork and a nice little entrance there. This is the Switchback kitchen. The Switchbacks have a one-story home, and they've got a pretty nice sized kitchen here with a giant island. The island serves as a breakfast area or an eating area, and also there's a lower part where you can work on the computer. And I'm gonna put Elly on the computer so she can verify that that's working. This is the formal eating area right here, and this is the corner of collectibles here. You can see there's space for some military medals there. Maybe somebody in the Switchback family was in the military at some point. we'll see how that area goes. And then of course, these are decorations, and some of these are pretty typical things you would find in Texas. I think these Dia de los Muertos skulls are pretty ubiquitous to Texas, and I think this has a very Tex-Mex feel to it. And these are little skeleton dolls, and I think those are pretty common to Texas as well. I'll take you into the laundry room. Let me change the wall so you can see it without it being overly complicated. This is the laundry room, and you can see there's a little bit of junk in here. You know, it's not the neatest room in the house. There's the box of decorations, which we'll get into over the holidays, and there's laundry stuff, and I put this here as clutter. They don't actually have a bird. You got your washer, dryer, your hamper, your laundry basket, all of those things in there. And then you've got a little side area here where there's a microwave and refrigerator. There is a larger refrigerator in the kitchen right here, but I tossed that in there just as a quick way so that if they're outside or if they're here on the porch, they can get to that quicker than they can get to the regular refrigerator. So this is a screened porch. You can see it's all sliding glass doors and windows. And it, of course, has a place to eat and a place to relax. They're retired, so they spend a lot of time in the yard. And I can see the TV is a little off kilter for some reason, so I can fix that later. But this is just a little seating area just to hang out. And, of course, they have a lot of outdoor space here. This is Texas. They live a lot outdoors. You've got your grill here. You've got your wood here. So you could call that a wood fire grill, I think it's called. And they have a little bit of a water feature here and a patio here where they can sit out and watch the grandkids in the pool. They've got a nice external fireplace. This is a very nice Texas style as well. A little bit of plants and greenery, and of course a great big swimming pool. And if I'm not mistaken, I'm not, this pool has lap zones, which means that you can actually get a really good workout in the pool because you can use these lanes for laps. And I accidentally grabbed a light there. I didn't mean to do that. But with these black lines, or they could be several colors, you can swim laps. Elly's not going to do that. She's on her computer. And also, she's already met her goal for the day. So let's check on John, who is level 2 mixology. All right. And look at our John, who knows how to stir. He's got that whole ice thing down. And he's really close to level 3. So let's end here with John well on his way to level 3. And maybe he will show off his skills to some friends in the next episode or some family, because the Switchbacks don't actually have friends at this point. But we're going to leave it here with John finishing up on his skills, and Elly just fooling around or farting around as some retirees do.